I'm Jeanette. Welcome back to my channel. This week, I'm at Heart Health Park, home of the Sac Republic FC, to watch them take on the Charleston Battery. This is my game day experience. Getting to Heart Health Park was pretty easy. If you've ever been to the California State Fair, getting there is a no-brainer because it's at the Cal Expo Fairgrounds. If you haven't been to the California State Fair, the stadium is right off the 99 freeway. We parked in Lot A. It was $15. We entered through the west gate.
Take one?
Oh yeah.
I like your hoodie.
Oh, thank you. The first 1,000 fans to get through the gates received a Sac Republic themed jigsaw puzzle. So this is the puzzle. It's pretty. I actually haven't done a jigsaw puzzle in a really long time, so I'm kind of excited to try this one out. And then it also comes with like a poster because, I mean, you gotta know what the puzzle is, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang the poster up, maybe right there next to my King's poster. I think it'll look good. It'll be a good addition to my wall. The game was on a Wednesday night, and the Sac Republic had already clinched a spot in the playoffs. So I really wasn't expecting the game to be super busy. I was expecting it to be a little more empty. But actually, I was really pleasantly surprised.
So we just got to our seats. It's pretty sick up here. We're in the bleachers at the end zone.
I don't know if that's what it's called.
What's it called in soccer?
I don't know.
So I looked it up. It is not called the end zone. It is called the goal line. So to be accurate, we sat in the bleachers behind the goal line. And now I know. Knowing is half the battle.
Here we see the ghost of raging waters.
There were a lot of food and drink options. I'll talk about food later because we didn't actually get food until after halftime. They had the typical stadium fridges, like where you go up, you grab your beer, you go up to the register and you pay for it. What I didn't know was that Sac Republic and Urban Roots partnered with each other and they came up with their own beer called the Hat Trick Hazy IPA. So obviously we had to go get it. Cheers.
How does it taste?
It's Urban Roots. It's delicious.
If you've seen my video where I go to the Sacramento Rivercats game on 916 Day, you'll see me looking for an Urban Roots beer called Like Riding a Bike. So it was pretty funny that we found this beer. In addition to the fridges, there was also stands that sold food and draft beer. We were also surprised to find a huge stand that had a full bar. This section was pretty cool because it was out of the way of like the main concourse. So you weren't in anybody's way if you were standing at the high tops, like hanging out, having your beer, whatever.
This beer's actually bomb. I do not like hazies, but this is one of the best hazies I've ever had in my life.
So once again, we are at a local sporting event in Sacramento, and we find amazing local beer, Urban Roots. I told you I was going crazy for it at the Rivercats game. Look at me going crazy for it at the Sac Republic.
I bought our tickets off of SeatGeek the day of the game. I chose to sit in the bleachers in section D, and I ended up paying $22 per ticket after fees. I specifically chose this section because I read online that the Tower Bridge Battalion, it's a group of superfans, they sit in section C of the bleachers, right behind the goal line. I wanted to hang out with the superfans. I wanted to see what that was all about because it just looks like a really fun game day experience. The Sacramento Republic FC is part of the Western Conference of the United Soccer League Championship, which is the second level soccer in the United States. Sac Republic was founded in 2012 and they've been playing since 2014. They played the beginning of their first season at Sacramento City Community College, Hughes Stadium. They finished the season at Heart Health Park, which is where they play today. This team has been good since the beginning. They won the USL Championship in 2014, the regular season Western Conference in 2016, and they were the first runner-up in the US Open Cup in 2022. Since 2014, they have made the playoffs 10 times, including this year. They were the number 2 seed for this year's playoffs. There were 5 minutes left in the first half and the score was 0-0, so we decided to go down and try to beat the rush to get food. Oh my god, I did not expect trying to get food was going to be such an adventure, but it was. Let me start by saying that I really like the way Sac Republic does food. In addition to the food stands, they also allow food trucks to come in and sell food, so that provides a ton of options if you really aren't feeling typical stadium food. Today I did want traditional stadium food, so we headed over to a corn dog stand and I got myself a corn dog. By the way, the sizes were kind of ridiculous. They were regular, jumbo, and super, and jumbo and super kind of just both sound like large to me, so it felt like it was regular, large, large. I asked what the difference between a jumbo and a super was, and she like turned around and pointed out the window where they had the 3 corn dogs next to each other. But like the way she did it, it looks like people ask all the time. They should just like have a picture or something, because all they had was like this piece of paper.
Somebody asked what the difference between a jumbo and a super was, and I had just asked the lady. The jumbo is shorter but thicker.
Showed like.
The other one was way longer, so it was longer, bigger, but way skinnier. And then when this other lady came up, she was like, "What's the difference between the super and the jumbo?" And I said, "The girth."
When we were up in the bleachers, this guy next to us came up with this ginormous burrito. Like literally, it was a big burrito. And Eddie was like, "Oh my god, I need one of those." After we got my corn dog, we headed over to the food truck that sold those giant burritos. The line was so long, like it was almost King's Fan Fest line long. It was long. I was eating my corn dog while we were in line for the burrito, and then when I got to the end, I dropped it and I was so sad.
I dropped the last little bit of my corn dog. The best part, you know, it's like crunchy and a lot of bread. I'm really sad about it.
I decided to get a side of tater tots, so I left Eddie in line and I went to go get them.
I just bought some tater tots. I asked for barbecue sauce. They said, yeah, we don't have barbecue sauce, but if you walk over to that other stand all the way across the way, they'll have some barbecue sauce.
And into the match number 15.
I almost feel like they were lying to me. We'll see. This might be the place they were talking about. I'm not sure. So it turns out that was a lie. They did have ranch. No barbecue though. Ended up just getting plain old ketchup. We literally left our seats maybe like 5 minutes before the half ended. Went to the restroom and then got in line. I think he's still in line. And the second already started.
Yeah. Eddie was still in line. So I was on my way back to the food trucks when I heard a ton of cheering. So I ran over to the bleachers because I was like right by the bleachers entrance, and I saw that somebody scored a goal.
Corey! 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 The assist, number 4, Lee Desmond.
Just missed the goal, trying to get food. It's okay. I mean, not okay, but it is what it is.
For the second half, we wanted to check out the standing only room in front of the bleachers. The view is sick, but I wouldn't want to be there for a super crowded game solely because of my height. It would suck to get stuck behind someone taller than me, which is like literally 95% of the adult population, to be honest, and then not be able to see the game.
So I know I'm 4'11", and usually that's not a big deal. But check out the standing room only. My chin is basically at the top.
Also, I haven't really worked out since I had the baby, and so my endurance and stamina is not really there. So I don't think I could stand for the entire 90 minutes. We did end up going back to the bleachers to watch the rest of the game. The game ended and the score was Sac Republic 1, Charleston Battery 0. With this win, the Sac Republic officially clinched the number 2 seed in the Western Conference postseason. We were about to leave when I noticed a bunch of fans gathering behind the goal line, so we decided to check it out. Some of the players came over and they started taking pictures with fans and signing autographs. It was so cool. I had so much fun tonight that I decided to go to the playoff game. If you want to watch that video, hit that subscribe button. It'll be coming out soon. I will give it to Sac Republic fans. They go hard, they love their team, and they're not afraid to show it. The Tower Bridge Battalion literally never stopped. It was 90 minutes of chanting, cheering, and celebrating. This was such a positive and welcoming experience. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and check out one of my other videos. Thank you for joining me this week, and I'll see you in the next one.